So it's been a couple of rough months. Let me explain. Hey guys. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a short, concise update if I can. I don't know where I left off. I got a new phone. So I've lost a lot of the footage of things that I was recording and processing through. I think I left off in the area of my grandpa was getting sick. And that was quite some time ago. It's currently December 10th, and a lot has happened since my last video. I'm gonna try and make it through this update, and this is not to exploit my family in any way. I kind of want you guys to understand where I'm at and what I've been going through, and what the rest of my family has been going through. My grandfather went into the hospital. He was pretty sick. Mixture of multiple symptoms that really didn't point to any one thing. Long story short, a couple weeks in, found out that he had lymphoma. And so in order to get that treated, he had to go to rehab and get out of the hospital and had to get strong enough for treatment. Long story short, after a couple weeks in rehab, he wasn't doing so well. They transferred him back to the hospital. And within 2 days of being transferred back into the hospital, he passed away. And that was a Monday morning on November 1st. In the middle of all of that, my dad also was pretty sick. Went into the hospital, but we were able to get him out of the hospital the day before his dad passed away. So he was able to see him and spend time with him. And so, but a week later, I took him back to the hospital. Basically, he just wasn't passing anything through his system. The blockage was still there. And there's a lot of things that happened during that week and a half to 2 weeks that honestly at this point it's not worth getting into because there's no reason to. And on November 23rd, he passed away. We've gone through a lot. Prior to my grandpa passing away, his brother Carl, about a week before, passed away as well. So we've had three deaths in our family in the last month and a half, and it's been pretty rough. So I know that was a super quick catch up on a month and a half to 2 months worth of things, but you know, I do firmly believe that both my grandfather and my dad, they were proud of what I do. They were proud of what I've done when it comes to my art studio. My grandpa pretty much funded the entire project of turning my art studio into my art studio. My dad helped me put it together, in addition to my husband. But you know, my dad, I called him and he was there and he helped me put drywall in and everything. And so my art studio would not be my art studio without either of them. And that's the project that I'm going to be working on at the beginning of the year, getting it back up and running. Essentially, my art studio and my Lumpia business, are the two main things in my life that I really do enjoy. And I truly enjoy cooking for other people. And so what I'm hoping in the coming, after we process through Christmas, I kind of don't even want to think about any of my businesses until after Christmas. But once we process through Christmas, I kind of want my Lumpia to fund my art studio, getting it back up and running and getting things functioning, and getting my social medias kind of back up and running, and getting someone to manage that for me. And so I really truly want to build my art business, to the point where it's thriving, and I'm able to teach people art. One of the things about my YouTube channel that I find very, very interesting is the video and the painting that I like the least is the one that is getting the most views, and I'm gonna tag it here for you guys. But it's getting the most views and it's getting the most subscribers to my channel, which is absolutely insane. And so you're gonna see me start to focus back in a little bit more on the art studio, and getting it back up and running. I'm gonna take you guys through Christmas with us, and moving forward in that. But yeah, this last month and a half has truly been something I would not wish on anybody. But our entire family is kind of going through it. And so, if you guys think about it, just say a prayer for my family as we not necessarily move on. I hate that term because you never truly move on from people that impact your life in a very profound way. For me, my father and my grandfather. But you certainly do move forward. So not moving on, but moving forward. And celebrating their life and their legacy by not letting the memory of them hold you back. I don't know if that makes sense or if it's clear as mud, but yeah. Anyway, so I hope that you guys can forgive me for not posting the last couple months, but also, it's just one of those parts of life. I would never broadcast those moments in my life just for views. I don't think that's proper. But you guys have been with me through depression journey, through painting journeys, through food journeys, through debt journeys. And so I always want to be real with you guys, and I always want to be real with what is happening, that what you see on YouTube isn't necessarily a proper representation of what is going on in someone's life. And so I always want to be kind of as transparent as I possibly can with you, without exploiting my life as well, because I also still have to live and have privacy and and all of that. So, but it's certainly something that I'm working on. Here's my hope for the rest of the year is that I'm able to be in the moment, and be present, and allow myself to process grief as it comes, but enjoy the times and not feel guilty for smiling and laughing when those moments arise as well, and so being able to ride the wave of emotions, and move forward and be in the moment with the people that I love and my friends and my family, and be able to be successful in what I set my mind to. So with that, I will see you guys next time. This video is dedicated in loving memory of my grandfather and my father. My grandpa, Papa, was known as a man of legacy, integrity, and generosity. And for my dad was very unique. His jokes, his laugh, his smile. He gave so much of himself to everyone around him, and I can't wait to see both of them again.